sometimes ABA can look a little weird to parents. So we're sitting there at a table and we're saying, do this, we're touching our heads, and we're expecting the other child to do the same thing. Well, to someone who doesn't really know what we're doing and they're looking at it, they can look at us and say, like, well, what's the point in that? Especially as a child gets older. Sometimes parents can accept it at a child when the child's young, maybe they're 2 years old or 3 years old. But if they're 5 years old and we're still doing the same thing, parents can look at us and say, okay, well, what's the point? Here's the thing. Most children learn by observing others. So let's just say that a child is sitting in circle time and they don't know how to respond. They'll look at their peers who are going first and they'll respond based upon how their peers are responding. Or maybe they will go into a classroom and there'll be toys they've never seen before and they'll look at their peers to figure out how to play with it. So imitation is a very, very important skill. It's stuff we do all the time. Even as adults, we're still imitating other people all the time. It's a really, really important skill for people to have. If you couldn't imitate, your life would be totally different. You would really not realize until you couldn't do it how dramatic the effect could be. Something as simple as using a cell phone, watching them set it up at the Apple store, right? And then being able to do it. So whatever it is, imitation is very, very important. And the importance of that skill actually increases as the child gets older. It doesn't decrease as a child gets older. Now we know that really children probably should have been taught that skill at a younger age, but sometimes there are some intellectual challenges. So sometimes kids will take longer than others. And, we might still be working on those things at 4 or 5, and they may look really strange. The reality of it is that if your therapist is doing that at a young age, they're teaching a very important skill in the most discreet way possible. It's not that we want your child to be able to say, touching their head. We don't expect a 5 or 6 year old to sing head, shoulders, knees, and toes. And, or if you're happy to know it, clap your hands. That's not the point, right? That's not the point. The point is not for your child to be able to touch his nose when the therapist touches their nose. The point is that your child will be able to look at a room of people and understand how they're supposed to respond based on what other people are doing. So that means when they go into a restaurant and they see everybody else sitting down and putting the napkin on their lap, that they know to do that, right? That they know when they're in a library, that they can walk into the library and they see that everybody's being quiet, that they'll be able to pick up on those social cues and they'll be able to monitor their behavior. Or they go into a playground and they see kids are running around yelling, knowing that that's a perfectly acceptable way to respond there. All that comes from the ability to imitate. Kids will not pick up on social cues if they can't imitate. It's just the first step. So, hey there, if your child's doing this, this is based upon a parent who sent in a question saying, why is my therapist still doing this? My kid is 5 and I don't understand the purpose. There is a purpose to it. It's actually probably, in my opinion, the most important ABA lesson that we could possibly get a kid to learn, to generalize, and to truly master. So I really hope that this question helped, or this answer helped. My name is Jessica Leichtweisz. Again, I come on here every day, Monday through Friday. If you're watching this live, head over to my YouTube channel. That's getautismanswers.com. That's where you'll find all of the replays of these videos. If you want to ask me a question or get on my email list so these videos are sent to you directly, head over to my website. That's hopeeducationservices.com. When you head there, a form will pop up. Just put in your name and your email, and then you can reply to my email to you with a question. Have an amazing day, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.